Hello,
Hello.
my name is Dr. Thomas.
Hi.
Very nice meeting you. May I please check your name and date of birth?
Yes, Louise Johnson,
Mm-hmm.
and I was born on the 21st of January 1990.
So you are 30 years old now?
Yeah.
29, I suppose.
Yeah.
29, okay. Sure. What brings you here? How can I help you?
Well, I've started to notice this really sharp pain in my chest. It started this morning and it's gradually just been getting worse throughout the day. Um, yeah.
Which side, right or the left side or both sides?
The right hand side.
Okay. When did it start? You said this morning.
Yeah, that's when I started to notice it.
Which part of your chest is it? Is it all, everywhere or is it in any particular area?
I say it's the upper kind of side
Upper
of my
side.
chest. Yeah.
Okay. What sort of pain is it? Is it very sharp or stabbing pain?
Really sharp. Yeah.
Really sharp pain. And does it catch your breath?
Yeah, and I'm finding that I'm having to take shallow breaths to kind of avoid the pain. So
Sure. Do you feel sick with it? Or do you sweat with it?
not really. No,
No.
I feel a bit sweaty just because I'm in a lot of pain. But other than that, no.
Have you taken any painkillers at all?
Yeah, I tried some paracetamol this morning, but they haven't had any effect.
Sure. So before you could develop this pain, that's before this morning, were you absolutely fine? Were you well?
I think so. I mean, I did have a bit of pain in my leg the other
Oh, did
day.
you?
Yeah, my left leg was feeling quite sore, and it was quite hot and swollen almost.
Which part of your leg? Lower leg or in your thigh?
It was lower leg moving up towards my thigh. I think throughout the day it kind of got a bit worse, but it's past now. So
When was that? How many days ago was that?
3 days ago, I would say.
And the leg was swollen and red, was it?
Yeah, it was quite hot to touch. It was radiating heat. So.
Did you see anybody about that?
No, because it went not long after, and
Sure.
it hasn't troubled me since, so I didn't really think anything of it.
Just before that, before you had the swelling in your legs, in that leg, did you have any operation or did you travel long distances? Or?
Yeah, I just come back from a trip to the Bahamas. I went there and just had a cosmetic procedure, but I just come back, and that's when I started to notice the.
So you had an operation in Bahamas, did you?
Yeah,
How long ago was that?
I'd say 6 or so days ago.
6 or so days ago, and you just flown back from the Bahamas. Is that right?
Yeah,
And when you had this pain, maybe about 3 days after the operation. Is that right?
yeah,
And the pain in your chest is from today.
yeah.
Okay. You haven't seen anybody with this pain in your leg or in your chest before, have you?
No,
This is the first time. Okay. Sure. I think we will have to do some investigation, do some tests
Okay.
to see what's causing the pain in your chest and why you had a swelling in your legs.
Okay.
Would you be okay with that? Are you happy for us to keep you in and do some tests?
How long would I need to stay in for? Would it just be, this evening or overnight? Because I've got a plane to catch tomorrow, so.
I would suggest that we'll have to keep you in today for now to do the test. And if the test comes with something more serious, then we may have to keep you in for a couple of days at least.
Can't you just give me some stronger painkillers though for now, and I can come back and have it looked at when I get back from my trip?
Where are you off to? Where are you going to? Where are you planning to go?
I'm going to New York. I've got a really important business meeting there, so I can't delay it.
Sure. Now, from what you're describing about the pain in your leg and pain in your chest, that's quite concerning.
Okay.
I don't think you should be flying tomorrow. We have to do the test, and we need to make sure that you haven't got anything serious. Are you aware of deep venous thrombosis? Are you aware of those? No. So what probably can happen in a long distance flight is you may develop, or one may develop, a clot in the vein in the leg,
Okay.
which can travel up to the lungs and block the circulation to the lungs.
Okay.
I'm not saying that's what you got, but it's quite possible. So we need to investigate that before we decide what's best to do.
If it turns out that I do have that, can we do anything so I can still catch my flight tomorrow?
No, I don't think that if we diagnose that you have a clot in the lungs, then that's quite serious. Then we'll have to keep you in for a minimum of 5 to 7 days.
Oh, right. Okay.
Is there anything else you can do about this business meeting? Can you speak to them over Skype, or can you have an online meeting?
I mean, it's quite important that I be there, so I don't really know what I'm going to say to them. I suppose maybe I can Skype them, but it's not ideal.
Let's do this. Let's do the investigation and then decide and see what it is, and then make the decisions. If the investigation turns out to be normal, then it's quite possible that that you may be able to fly. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe in a couple of days' time.
Okay.
But if it's anything serious, we may have to keep you in.
Right. Okay. I understand.
Okay. Fine. So I'll get back to you shortly on this.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Nice meeting you.